I'm Matt Jackson from Collective Intelligence. We build fleet management software systems for forklift drivers. We focus on the safety of the forklift drivers. This video we're making is to help you as a forklift driver assess the environment in which you work to make sure that it's a safe one for you, so that you can get home to your family. It may be that you're changing jobs to work on a different site. And hopefully this video will help you assess whether it's a safe working place for you. Or it may be that you're in a small business and all of a sudden you have the responsibility of driving the forklift. How can you make sure that that forklift and the environment in which you operate it is safe? To help you remember how to do this, we've broken it down into 4 key areas to focus on. The first one is the vehicle that you're going to be operating. When you sit in the vehicle, do you have a clean line of sight in front of you, behind you, and also above you where you're going to be lifting the load? Is the forklift an example of one that has been operated by somebody who takes pride in their equipment? Has it been looked after? Are there any distracting noises which could get in the way of your sense of hearing, which is crucial for you to be able to prevent accidents or injuries to yourself and others? Is the seatbelt in good working order? One of the most common accidents we hear about is people not wearing the seatbelt and falling out of the forklift and being crushed by it. The second area of focus is the people you're going to be working with and the people who are going to be working with you. So there's a couple of ways that you can look to see if the other drivers are aware of each other. When you walk into the site, make eye contact with the drivers. Also, notice the way that they enter and exit from the aisles, and also the loading dock areas, which get very, very busy. How do the drivers approach that loading dock? Do they do it cautiously and carefully with an awareness of others, or do they do it seemingly in their own world? The third area to focus on is the environment in which you're going to be operating the forklift. Pedestrians and forklifts don't mix. They should never be in the same area. So is the area for forklifts clearly marked and separate from the area for pedestrians? And are those markings on the floor and the signage maintained? Is everyone in that environment very clear on who has right of way? The fourth area for you to focus on when going into a new workplace is whether safety is part of the culture, whether it's part of their processes, the way they do things, and the technology they employ to maintain that safety. One way is their reward systems. There are plenty of warehouses out there that reward pick rate, and that can lead to a whatever it takes culture. And that has a negative impact on your safety and the safety of other drivers around you. So check to see if they also reward safe behaviour, precision driving, not just speed, whether they reward low damage rates, and whether they reward those drivers who meticulously do their pre-start checks to make sure that before they operate that forklift amongst pedestrians and other forklift drivers, that vehicle is safe to operate. Have they invested in technology that allows safety to be an ongoing responsibility of all drivers that you're going to be working with and the supervisors that manage that team? Now, whether that organisation that you're going to work for is going to maintain those high levels of safety can be assessed very quickly with whether they have a fleet management system in place. A system like Fleet IQ 360 or Forklift IQ 360. One that means that every shift is started by every driver the same way, committed to safety. A system that sends data back on driver performance. A system that will only allow the drivers that are qualified to drive that forklift on that site to operate the vehicle in your working environment.